Hello and welcome to Nat1 Presents, the podcast. Hey Nate, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. You did your hair today.
Yeah, I was really feeling it today, because I missed last week. I know you and Chris noticed that I was gone. And I figured
it was pretty great, honestly. Feel free to take more breaks as desired.
Your eardrums aren't bleeding from my constant ranting and yelling at you.
Pretty much.
But I figured I need to come back new and refreshed today, and that's what I tried to do. But I'm also wearing sweatpants, so it's a meet me in the middle kind of deal.
Well, at least the top half looks good. That's the only part we're recording, so thank goodness.
The only one who would ever notice is Kyle anyways. Thank you, Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle. Nate, what have you been up to? Work and hair,
right.
But aside from that, hobbies and such.
In my little bit of free time I have, I did just buy Cyberpunk 2077. Is that right, Chris? That title? Okay. For the PC. And I have been playing that. And that actually got me in a little bit of mood,
Ooh,
so I also watched
good.
the newest Blade Runner. Well, hell, to be honest, I watched both Blade Runners, but
how is I haven't seen the new one. How is
I liked it. For something about it, the way the director made the color scheme on it, it feels like a dream, like a real dream that I would have. That's what the cinematography, I guess, looks like on it. And to me, it was really interesting. And surprisingly, Megan was even into it, and she hates sci-fi action movies. Yeah. At one point, I accidentally fell asleep. I'm not gonna lie. I still loved it, but I fell asleep. My job's a lot of work, Nate, and I get tired, and then so I woke up from my 30-minute cat nap, and I look over, and Megan's on the edge of her seat, oh my god, is he a cyborg? What the fuck's going on? I'm like, whoa, Megan's into it. Fuck yeah, I was liking it, but. So that brought me into needing to buy Cyberpunk. And so far, with the whole whopping hour of free time I've had to play it, I enjoy it a lot. I haven't had any of the problems with it. I do have a high-end machine, but I love it. I want more of it.
That's pretty great, Nate. Yeah, I heard. I haven't played it. I just about a year or two ago, Chris introduced me to the original Blade Runner. I hadn't seen it. That was really good.
Really good.
I think it's held up well over time. Yeah. So I might now, with your approval, check out the second film, maybe without the catnap, maybe fully
skip
awake.
Through that, because I had to ask Megan, what did I miss? And she's like, you don't want me to tell you
It doesn't
anything.
strike me as a movie you can take a 30-minute catnap for. If it's anything like the first one, the plot was very relevant.
Well, you need to pay attention. But so yeah, definitely check that out. But in video game news, what have you been into lately?
So pretty recently, maybe a week or so ago now, the Mortal Kombat trailer came out. And man, I am a fan. I'm a fan of Mortal Kombat. I know the old movies weren't great. I mean, of course, Annihilation is total trash, right? I still watch it just for laughs. Right. But I actually really liked the first one. I was younger, and it was very much it was kind of the same thing as it was mature Power Rangers. I just remember doing this a lot and pretending to do karate moves and shit, and pretending to be Liu Kang and shooting fireballs. So I love the original Mortal Kombat. I haven't played the games as much recently, but the trailer came out. I think it was pretty great. I mean, in general, I think a lot of people did like it. The most criticism I heard was people didn't like how Scorpion says "get over here," which is
over it.
Get over it. Yeah, get over it.
How dare you?
But no, I feel like they got the balance right between it's gory, right? Yep. So Sub-Zero freezes a guy, snaps his arms off, then he freezes some other guy's blood and stabs him with his own blood.
Awesome.
Badass. Absolutely so cool. Badass. Yeah. So I think, and then hopefully though, there's always something a little cheesy about Mortal Kombat. Even in the games, kind of play off the fact that exactly. So I'm hoping they still work in a little bit of that. There is no Johnny Cage so far.
I am
from
a little
what we can
upset
tell.
about that.
Little
because he's my favorite guy, and I think there's something about Mortal Kombat for people our age, that generation. Because I think I've probably logged more hours onto Mortal Kombat's just in general, the whole genre, than any other game.
Oh wow.
That was my jam and jellies growing up, because all I had was Sega Genesis. So then you learn the blood code and shit, ABAC, ABB,
It was one of my first games on the Super Nintendo. I played it, which I think it was its first platform. I don't think it was on the regular.
As far as fighting games, what'd you really have at that point? Killer Instinct and Mortal Kombat. And nobody's playing Killer Instinct.
They brought it back, didn't they, recently? And that game was trash.
See, nobody's fucking playing that game.
It was not good. Yeah, man. I hope it's coming out a couple weeks now. I think just in April is when it's due. So I'm pretty pumped. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch the Snyder cut of Justice League just to see that social experiment. Is it any good? So yeah, a lot of things to look forward to, Nate.
Ooh, yeah, I'm definitely excited for the Mortal Kombat.
You know what else I'm excited about, Nate?
What?
Some of the new patrons we got.
Who do we got,
It's time
Nate?
to say thanks. We got 2 new patrons to thank this week. Nicole, my coworker, she sent us a very long, lengthy note about the Oxford comma, which was briefly mentioned for maybe 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, for like 50 seconds on a previous episode. And she felt very strongly about it. So we'll definitely be doing more sessions on grammar. But no, thank you, Nicole, for signing up. And also John C.
Thank you, John.
What a guy.
I think, to be fair to Nicole, you did throw out a challenge in that episode. Like, you got a problem with that? Send me a message. I remember,
because I literally thought nobody cared. Like, that was right. It's like the guy who picks a fight about something he knows nobody cares enough about, because otherwise he get his ass kicked. And like, that's exactly what happened. Like, she came for us. So maybe I'll read it sometime. It's very aggressive. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. All right. So what are we doing today?
I think today, Nate, we are going to do a little segment we like to call PTSD&D.
Ooh, I love PTSD. From the marketing standpoint, it is the only videos that get any likes online.
Right. Like, we have the videos Kyle watches, and then the other ones. So I think today for PTSD&D, we're going to ride on, for those of you who don't know or follow our socials, it was a real big hit on the Instagram. We had our Jerry video come out. And then, what would you say, Nate? 90% of the comments on there were Among Us comments, even though it had absolutely nothing to do with Among Us.
It was just sus Among Us. Like, because the character briefly for a moment had 2 feet and like no arms, they were like, this is an Among Us character. Yeah. And then we got like 70 comments and like 15K like views.
The first 4 frames of the video, and that's it. And then all of a sudden it's Among Us.
It was one of those like, cool, this is like kind of like not a hit, but yeah, it's like our first thing we got some real traction on social media. But at the same time, it's like nobody cares about why we actually made like what the actual punchline is of the video.
Right. So it's definitely what is it? Bittersweet.
Yeah. The social media world is a dark, really interesting place. But we got a lot of fans from that actually who now engage with the rest of our content. So
thank goodness.
Hey, I'm all about it. So yeah. So what, we're gonna try some Among Us today?
I think we'll try an Among Us PTSD&D where I will be a crewmate who's trying to come to terms with at least every hour or so that one of his friends, a colleague that he's been working with for a while now, is now a serial killer. Kind of.
Absolutely. And then just real quick, not everybody knows Among Us, especially maybe some of our older, or it's probably, I don't know, it's on Steam, but it's also a mobile game. So anyway, Among Us is just this game that became really popular, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago. I'm just kind of spitballing there. But basically, it was just a game where if you've ever played Werewolf or Mafia, it's like one person, everybody starts a game, everybody's like trying to just check some boxes and do like, open this, close that. And then one person is like going around trying to pretend to be like you guys, but he's actually the killer, and he like takes turns like trying to kill people, and we were trying to figure it out.
Right.
And the crew has to like finish all their tasks before he kills most of the people, and like each round you can vote people out. It is really similar, like I said, if you ever played Mafia, or it's kind of just like a video game version of that, and it's become wildly successful.
Kids love it.
We played it with your family, and it was a blast. So.
A side note, the kids love it so much at Corvin's school, they play a game called Among Us. It's just fucking tag. That's all it is.
It's just tag.
But they call it
Among
sus.
Us.
Yeah, Among Us. And it actually recently just got...
It's very sus when someone literally runs at your face.
Yeah. And it just got
He's
banned.
Probably it.
At his school.
Did he?
He was really upset.
They banned tag?
They banned the Among Us game.
Wow. Is it because there's a pandemic going on and probably touching each other?
Yes. Like, look, you're lucky
that's
to
a little
going
sus.
To school.
Yeah.
Stop tagging each other. But it is what it is.
All right.
Okay, so here we go. PTSD&D Among Us game face. Okay, here we go.
Come in.
Yes, hey, how's it going? Is this where I can talk about my feelings and whatnot?
Yes. Could you please, you seem to be wearing a spacesuit. We like to make eye contact here. Could you please take your helmet off?
Actually, I can't. I have no idea what I look like under here. I've been in space a long time.
Oh.
The suit is pretty much all that I know. Really, the only way you can tell me differently from my friends and stuff is the color of my suit. And sometimes I have cool accessories, and that's about it.
Oh, okay. Well,
But the bottom line suit doesn't come off.
No would have been great. But yeah, please have a seat.
All right, thank you.
So what brings you in today? What's your name again?
My name is I don't know, random username 5678992.
Oh yeah, it's actually floating above your head. So yeah, I guess it's is that like an augmented name tag or like?
Yeah, it's so you can easily identify us or the bodies, whichever comes first.
The bodies.
Yeah, my job's becoming quite difficult lately. It wasn't really what I signed up for, and that's really why I'm here today. Is my job? It's stressing me out like a lot.
Sure. Well, I mean, gosh, being an astronaut, that's gotta be crazy.
You would think, but really it's mostly menial chores like clearing leaves out of a trash bin or standing in.
What do you mean leaves? There's no trees in space.
For some reason, there's fucking leaves getting stuck in this bin all the time. And, like, I got to clear it all the time. Sometimes there's a big old diamond in there, and I can't get it because I'm too busy pulling down the handle, and it just goes out into space. I don't know where these leaves are coming from. We don't even have trees on the space station or whatever it is we're on, but that's the way it is. That's one of the many things that stresses me out, but not the major thing.
Wow, let's unpack there. Okay,
Yes.
well, so leaves aside, what's stressing you out then?
Okay, I think we'll just start from the beginning. Okay. It started as an easy gig. I had to sign up. Basically, I'm a janitor in space. Sometimes I have to fix electrical. Sometimes I have to clear leaves out of stuff. And
You're a space janitor.
yes, I'm a space janitor.
Wow, that's got to be really the only singular job in existence that is a janitor in space.
It's both cool and awful at the same time. And things were going great for the first little bit. But then more and more people started coming to the space station. And now it's become a mess. I don't know how else to explain it really.
I'm sorry, I'm just confused. We mean more people come to the space, like more astronauts? Like
It's a really weird setup, you know, like there's my other coworkers there. But then it seems like there's always just one random guy. Don't know who it is. And you'd think I would know who it is because we work with each other every day of the week, but I never know who it is. And
I mean, probably if you took your helmets off, that would probably help.
That would clear up a lot of stuff, I would say. But that's not going to happen because even though we are in a space station, we have to keep our janitorial suits on at all times.
All right, okay.
So stupid.
So dumb.
Okay, back to serious business. And really, that's what's been shaking up the place is... Well, we brought it up with management, you know, and I just don't know how else to say it, but someone on the ship has been killing my friends.
Like killing the fun, like killing their mood, or just
No, actual
murder?
It's actual murder.
Wow.
Sometimes in various different ways. Sometimes I'll see my friends cut in half, and then I'll report the body, and then we have a fucking meeting about it. I don't know why we're having a meeting about it. You think we'd go into full lockdown and be like, everyone stop what they're doing. A body died, but no, the work needs to get done. And apparently,
ain't that working class citizen of every
always
country,
the
right?
same, man. Always
get
the
it
same.
done. Doesn't matter if you had a vine launched through your chest, or you know, or if the oxygen goes out. I don't know how I know all this stuff.
No, but you get it. Like Jerry just died. Like he was impaled through the face by some kind of tongue-like creature.
Yeah, in the electrical room, no doubt. Right?
Yes, yes, all the time in there. That's the most dangerous fucking place in the whole space station is in the electrical room. And
that's where you get him.
He's dead, you know, and no service, nothing. I've been working with Jerry for 20 years now on this space station, and nothing. They push his body off to the side, and then we go back to work. They say, go swipe your card in admin, and I got to go swipe my card in admin.
Oh, that is absolutely unbelievable. And as this happens, I'm going to like get up and be walking around, like taking notes on my clipboard. I'm going to just like walk, like starting to get like behind you. And like, yeah, no, that must be really traumatizing, you know, to trust somebody and then have that trust betrayed. Mind if I give you a back rub?
No, sorry. I'm having trust issues.
Sure.
Can you
boundaries.
get back to where I can see you like square up?
Sure.
Is that okay? Is that fine?
Sure. I can get you from either side. It doesn't.
What does that mean?
I can, you know, I can hear you out, you know, regardless. It's just sometimes it's almost like I can be in your head subconsciously. It's not, you know, like I'm gonna sneak up behind you in an electrical room or anything.
Oh my God,
whatsoever.
Yeah, this is too much. You know how bad? No, this has gotten so bad right now. Like, I'm sorry, you're supposed to be helping me, but I am paranoid as all get out right now. It's gotten so bad that we have had to take the word suspicious and shorten it down. That's how bad it's got.
What's the likelihood that you're just overreacting?
0. Because honestly, anytime if I'm working by myself and it's fine, but as soon as I see someone else walking around the corner, instant fear and panic fills me, and I can't do my job anymore. I can't clear those leaves or whatever else job I have to do that's on my list of jobs to do.
Yeah. See, I think you're expressing signs of paranoia. You know, Jerry had this problem too.
Jerry?
Yes, Jerry.
You knew Jerry?
Oh yeah, he was a client of mine.
How well did you know Jerry?
I'm like sharpening my pencil. Oh, you know, he had stress, you know, leaves, trust issues. But, you know, and I haven't seen him in a few weeks, you know, something just miraculously disappeared. I was over in comms, you know, you know, seeing a patient.
Oh, you were. And they're like, I'm also pulling out a notebook and like taking notes down. At what time would you say you were over at comms?
Oh, I don't know. Well, I mean, does the time matter? I mean, I don't have a watch. Like, I have a watch, but it's under the spacesuit. I mean, under the dress shirt.
I'm just gonna...
He's gonna, like, push the button on his desk, like, Deborah, close the doors.
I think it's time for me to go ahead and skedaddle. We had a...
Oh, no, you have 30 more minutes left in your session.
Oh, my God,
It would
no.
be a shame if you didn't make it back to the space station.
You know, that my body's not going to scan itself, you know, doctor. Like, it takes a while for that scan to show up. I'm going to go ahead and transfer some files, and I'll be on my way.
He's gonna, like, as you, like, go to sit up, he's gonna grab your shoulders and, like, push you back down.
Oh
like,
my
you
God.
just seem so stressed. He's gonna just, like, aggressive.
If I could be sweating through my
Yeah.
suit, that's what I'd be doing right now.
Gross.
Oh, my God, please.
You know, I don't know why everybody suspects me, you know? I'm the person, you came to me, you know? You came to me.
I'm picturing, like, after you get done rubbing my shoulders, you, like, go to your closet and you open up the closet door and the red spaceman suit's in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the red's fucking
You know,
sus, man.
You know?
Oh, my God. So you go outside this office here on the space station?
Oh, you know, I dabble. I like to, you know, at first, Jerry was just a patient, you know, he had some issues and I just didn't understand, you know, I truly thought he had paranoia, but then I went and I saw these people, you know, just going about their jobs, you know, emptying the leaves, shooting the comets and shooting the asteroids. Well, you know, there's got to be more life to working, you know, and I tried to express that. I tried to implement some policies and then they catapulted me out of the space station. They said I was sus.
Oh.
But you know what? I had a jetpack. That's right. A space jetpack.
And you made it back on the ship?
Yeah, I did. But when I got back, she was gone.
Oh, no.
And then Jerry was gone. Because I killed him.
Oh, my God.
And now, you're the only one who made it back. And you weren't supposed to make it back.
I should have known something was up as soon as I walked in and that vent was open.
Deborah, call the police. An accident's about to happen.
Oh, my God, no.
We'll just cut it.
Yeah, fucking good for Among Us. Yeah. So that was Among Us. For those of you who don't know Among Us, we pretty much summed up the whole game for you right there.
Yeah, the whole joy in the game is, you know, trying to... Usually what will happen is, right, somebody eventually will see somebody maybe accident, like, killing somebody in another room, or they'll catch them in the act, and then they'll try to, like, call a team meeting and tell the rest of the team, but then the killer, will just bring it back and be like, I just know you did it. I was in there. You're trying to frame it on me. And people get heated, like...
Oh, yeah.
You can tell if you play Among Us with me, I'm very calm and collected when I'm the killer, and I totally, like, I'm almost, I don't know, I'm like 50-50, like, definitely I can get away with it sometimes. But a dead giveaway that I'm innocent is actually if I freak the fuck out, because I get upset when people accuse me, and I'm like, I wasn't even in the room, like, what are you talking about? No, it's him, like, it's clearly him. And then I get upset, and then people vote me off every time.
Oh, yeah.
Every time. So that's like, if I get angry, I'm actually innocent, and if I'm calm and collected, good chance I did it.
Oh, yeah. And for it being just the simple game that it is, I actually get so scared and nervous, like we said, when I'm just minding my own business and then somebody else is like in the hallway with me. I'm like, oh my God, this is it. And then I just start walking and they're chasing me. It's the scariest fucking thing ever.
The game itself doesn't have like an audio chat built in. Last I checked, a lot of people like will play on like a Discord or whatnot, but a lot of times you're playing in silent, and then there's like just like a text-based chat is how most people play on their phone. And so it's really funny to be like playing, like you're going down a hallway and then you see someone else come in and you just see that person turn around. Like there's a lot of like that, like these silent gestures that are just like, it's sus, or you can be like, that person's afraid of you. Like you can read in a lot without verbal communication. So it's a fun game. If you guys haven't played, it's like you probably need at least, I want to say like 5 to 6 people to even remotely make it fun. And I would even 6 to 8 is probably the sweet spot.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's a good game.
Yeah. Because what did we play with? I think we did 6 last time, and like it was just enough. I think it was okay.
Like my favorite, it was just okay. Yeah. My favorite, we got it down to, so you were the killer, and then I wasn't, and then your son had to decide, and then he picked, he thought I was the killer. He ejected me, and then it was you, and then he like, you said he had this like shocked expression, and then I was like, damn it. I was like so mad at him. I was like, a grudge I'll probably still hold like to this day.
He still brings it up too. He's
Does
like,
he?
Yeah, he's like, we need to play Among Us with Nate again. I'm like, I'll bring it up to him. He's like, okay, but this time you're getting voted out. And I'm like, come on, man, you don't know.
I was like pleading with your son because I'm like, I get it. He's your dad. Right. So like, it's gonna be a hard time. But I'm like, please listen to me. Like,
listen to the facts. You gotta listen to the facts.
You gotta trust me. So. All right, what do we got next on the PTSD&D roster?
For the next thing we want to bring up. So this was always a cartoon favorite of mine, and it was Captain Planet. He's our hero, gonna bring pollution down to zero.
Down to zero. I always had a lot of questions about this hero. Like, one, just like, it was always funny how like 5 people had to summon this guy before like he'd actually roll out of bed and show up and just summon. And then my favorite episode is they're like going around the world finding nuclear bombs that they had like hidden. And then in this one, Chris is looking at me because I tell the story every time. This like one time, like they find the last bomb like within seconds, and Captain Planet appears, grabs it, and throws it into space. But the trajectory is like directly at the sun, and I'm like, you just threw a nuke at the sun. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that was maybe more dangerous than whatever. Is that? Yeah. So I just had questions. His outfit was very bizarre. Ooh, I always wondered like the just behind the like the color scheme, like who made the choices.
Because wasn't it like the pauldrons that went to like the deep V, deep crotch? Listen, and then the boots.
I am all about like whatever sexuality, like style, clothing style you want to wear, but it was just like at a young age I was already very like just confused on like what was going on. And like even just like he had green hair but blue skin, but like red pauldron, like it was just a lot, you know. It was like very David Bowie.
Ooh, yes,
if like David Bowie was like a cartoon character, and that's just like, you know, that would be a lot to experience as like a young child.
Right. It was almost like the artist like spilt a couple bottles of ink and they're like, wait, I think I have something here. This is our new hero, Captain Planet.
Yeah. If I was just brain, you know, out of the blue, is like, what would like a guy who like protects the Earth look like? I'd be like blue and green. Like I wouldn't throw that random red in there, right? I'd be like, oh, probably like he'd look like a druid or Mother Earth,
a tree bark, like a tree.
Yeah, I'd imagine some kind of, you know, that very like natural looking, and just like him in like this like leather outfit that
with a gold belt. What are you doing with that? Did you steal that from Batman, you piece of shit? Like, what are you doing with that belt?
Exactly. A lot of questions. I'm sorry, I talked a lot about my experience. What did you think about this guy?
Yeah, mine was always the same way. I like how they never really solved any problems. Like there was always a big fight, and like, oh, there's people cutting down trees. Like people cut down trees every fucking day. You know, like that's how we have fucking lumber for houses. And then like, so after they go and beat up these guys cutting down trees, they go and plant some new trees.
It's almost like they knew that the plot wasn't like very effective, because you know how they would do those like PSAs at the end of the episode where like planting a tree can save whatever, and it's almost like they're like, okay, that made no sense, so here's maybe something that actually does, like, and they just threw that at the end.
They only had the PSA in mind, and they're like, all right, now we need a fucking episode. Beating up lumberjacks, go.
Yeah, one guy's gonna look like a hogwart, like a warthog.
Yes, yep. And we're gonna make them from all over the place, you know, like Captain Planet's incredibly hard to summon. Like, so the Indian kid is gonna get heart, you know, and the girl from Norway is gonna get whatever the fuck she got. Yeah.
Have you seen that theory or that meme that basically it's like the Magic School Bus kids? It's because they did like that like one, and because they like took like one of every, but they even like have the right like sex or whatever. So like they just straight up look like they grew up and became the Captain Planet kids.
Yeah, I love it. Like they had like the kid from Africa, you know, like fucking out of control. Like the angsty white kid with the red ginger hair was from America, you know, but he did fire. He was all angsty. Mm-hmm. Oh man,
he had a jacket.
Yeah, and a jacket. He's always puffing at that jacket. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You don't care about the planet. You care about fucking chick from Norway. It's all you care. It's the only reason you're in this group.
Yeah, he went to work probably at like a nuclear waste facility, like when he got older.
Guaranteed. And he became like that guy out of high school who like gets all bald and he only looks back on his high school memories. He's like, yeah, I almost had a chance with that chick from Norway, man. Back in my days, like drinking beer, got a big old beer gut. I saved the planet a couple times too, you know. If it wasn't for me, Captain Planet wouldn't have fire, you know. And you need fire for Captain Planet. And then shuts it down.
Like no one's listening. Like the bartender's just literally ignoring him.
He grabs his cigarette and lights it with his stupid fucking ring.
We don't even need to do the skit like that. There you go. PTSD&D, everyone.
Yeah, there we go. Fire kid, we hate you.
All right. So, do you still? We should
we can still do the PTSD.
All right,
so my idea was Greta somehow gets roped in with Captain Planet, and it couldn't get any worse than redhead kid growing up.
If you're just listening, Nate has an obsession with the what do we call it? Environmentalist Greta Thunberg.
Yep.
The one that was like, how dare you, like to Trump. And we just, like, while maybe respecting her work potentially, she just was very theatrical and funny in her face, that grimace she made online. It spoke.
Like, even though she talks about serious things, and it's important to listen, like, the way it came across to me was just fucking hilarious.
Like child anger.
Yeah.
You know?
Like a child yelling at adults and worldwide television saying, how dare you? Like, I felt offended. Like, I recycle. I'm doing my part, Greta.
It's bold, but it's like if Mickey Mouse told you to like get the fuck out of the way, you know, it'd just be like,
oh, like at Disneyland, like I'm waiting in line and Mickey Mouse like, get the fuck out of here. Like, get out of here. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, I can't take you serious.
Yeah. Aw, little buddy.
Okay. So here we go. What are you thinking? Okay, so we're going to do, who am I going to be?
I almost liked you not being Captain Planet. You're the same guy.
Maybe I'll be the redheaded guy.
Dude,
I'll be the redheaded guy. Where's Chris on the information? What's his name? Well, he'll
get back to us.
Yeah, he'll get back to us with a name. So until then, we'll go ahead and get started.
Come in.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, the bar's down the road.
Oh, no, sorry. I know I look a little rough. I'm like fixing my clothes. I got like a little bit of vomit on my sweet jacket that's now 20 years old and too small on me.
Wow, you smell. Come on in. You clearly need some guidance.
James Wheeler.
James
is my name.
Hello. Yes, I remember.
Sometimes I forget. I've been drinking a lot. Which I don't know how I could forget. My name's written on in the inside of my jacket.
Of course, I can't forget because you were that child star that very famously just kind of imploded and stopped. You know, you were basically this environmentalist, and then you apparently got into some scandal with some like Norwegian. We're not gonna say it, but it got bad. They kicked you out of the club. What man, that was like 15 years ago. So what's going on? What is take us down the journey of your life?
It's been rough, you know. Like at one minute you're on top of the world, saving the world from.
I mean, you weren't saving. It was Captain Planet who was saving the world. No, you were just like a planeteer, you know. You're like kind of the hall monitor of the environment.
No, we were extremely critical to the whole operation that was known as Operation Captain Planet. Like, I found this ring. I can't even say found. Like from not chance or anything like that. It was my destiny to find this ring, and it allowed me to control fire. Because I don't know if it was much of a stretch with my red hair or anything, but yeah, I can control fire.
Oh God, here we go.
Yeah.
See, all right. So first of all, the ring was just a prop. You know, it's kind of like, I mean, clearly it was a ring pop that they just like duct taped like some like other piece of plastic on to make it look. You know, like you were a symbol, right? Like yes,
Batman.
Yeah, no, no, more like, you know, like the media or the press. Like basically, you know, you were a spokesperson because Captain Media was too lazy. Captain Planet.
That was one of his arch rivals, Captain Media. They were always toning down global warming. That bastard.
Yeah, see, Captain Planet, he didn't want to do the PR circuit, so he basically sent literal children to go take care of it. I mean, because probably he paid you very little, but you guys went around.
He didn't pay me anything at all.
Yeah. You did the PR runs. He gave you a plastic ring, and then he was there to save the day when it was, you know, like benefited him.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
You were used up. I don't blame you for having the fallout that you did. Hiring the Norwegian prostitutes, tell me a little bit more about where that came from.
Well, I always loved what's her teeth. We should have done
really deep connection you guys had. What was her power?
It was either wind or water. It definitely wasn't earth.
Wow, time has really not been great to you.
I've been really slumming. I want to say it was wind, because like the whole thing
because that's all you heard when she spoke.
No, it was like a love interest thing where wind goes with fire, and it creates a super tornado kind of thing. I really want to say
that's not how physics work. But keep going.
We weren't big on science. We were planeteers.
Oh yeah, basically like what are Wiccans?
Yes. And then so one way or another we got together, and we were on top of the world. And then after that, I was replaced by another young up-and-comer, because Captain Planet was always saying that children are the voice of the future. And once my mustache grew in and the acne, that's when he kicked me to the curb, and he got some new chick.
Well, to be fair, they said the acne was from steroid use.
Well, it's really hard when you're in the public's eye all the time. You gotta stay jacked and ripped, and this jacket needs to stay tight on these guns. Have you seen... I used to have guns, but don't look at me now. It's not the same.
Okay. All right.
Sorry about that.
We will. Don't worry. I'll just add it to your bill.
Okay.
So what brings you here? You've been through a lot of trauma. It sounds like to some extent you've maybe come to terms a little bit with what happened, but what's really eating away? It's clearly something still bothering you. Is it what's her teeth? Is it is it Captain Planet?
No, he'll always be the same Captain Planet, just hands on his hips. You dip, I dip, we dip kind of guy.
Yeah, that's what Greta says all the time. Have you heard of this Greta Thunberg?
I try not to. She's the main reason I'm here. I have nightmares of her accusing me of polluting the planet when I was out there helping it.
I mean, well, you were literally lighting things on fire. And I don't mean with like the fake magic ring you had. I mean, you actually are on camera. Like you took in some alcohol and then blew through like a torch and lit, like it started one of the Brazilian rainforest fires. It was a pretty big deal. Like that was kind of the steroids they almost forgave you once you stopped taking them. But the rainforest fire, that was kind of where they had to call it.
I was out in the forest licking frogs, going on a spiritual journey to try to find Captain Planet. And that's when things went downhill and I started drinking and spitting out fiery balls.
Wait, that's it. That's the key. You didn't finish your spiritual journey. We need to finish that.
How do we get back to it?
Oh, I got those frogs. Trust me. I'm not, by the way, not licensed to practice whatever I'm giving you right now. But here we go.
You had me at frogs.
Yeah, sure. Just call me what's her teeth.
Get her on the horn. I don't have her number. She's got me blocked on all 12 of my burner phones I got.
So here we go. I only got one of these because these are not easy to come by, and again we'll be adding this to your bill. But go ahead and lick the frog.
He just puts the whole thing in his mouth.
Okay.
Looking like fucking.
Pushes the button. Deborah, just get the first aid kit ready.
Looking like Baby Yoda in the show with a little frog legs.
Okay, tell me. Talk me through what's happening.
Okay.
What do you see?
Okay, it's going back to me. I'm back to where I was replaced.
Before or after the steroids?
This is probably around the same time when I like really was worried about how I looked and getting jacked. And I was, oh my God, I was a terrible human being. I cared more about the ladies and what people thought of me than the planet.
Keep digging.
Okay,
Maybe you'll even remember her name.
Linka was her name. Linka.
Yes.
What power was that? Linka. Wind. I told you it was fucking wind. I knew it. Linka did wind. I fucking knew it. I have the memory of a fucking saint.
Keep going.
She was Russian, actually. She was Russian.
Yes, we're making great progress.
Yes, I'm learning more about the show as we go. Okay, and this is the part where Linka breaks up with me. I fucking told you she was wind. I knew it. Hold on. I'm feeling a little sick. Maybe I should take the frog out of my mouth while I'm talking. Let me just pull that gum.
Oh, you bit it.
Sorry, doctor, your frog's dead. Sorry.
All right, whatever.
Hold on, let me chew this up and swallow.
I don't want to ruin this.
Okay.
Don't want to ruin this breakthrough.
Okay, Linka. Oh my God. Linka had I don't know how to say it, a bastard sister. A different dad. Oh. Linka. Her sister's name, it's coming back to me now. It was Greta. It's all adding up now. This is why it hurts so bad. It was Greta. She took over. She kicked us all out. Yes. Oh my God.
It's Linka, all connected. It's all connected.
I can't believe I forgot your name up until 30 seconds ago, Linka. Oh, we had something great together. Like, really though, Russian?
And time is up. I am so sorry. I'm going to need you to get out of my office.
No, please. We were having such a breakthrough, Doc.
All right, yeah, we'll come back next week. And,
I'll do anything, man. I got these cheeseburgers, man.
Okay, shh.
I'll leave.
We'll just cut it there. Okay. That was too good. I didn't want to milk that. Wow.
I told you she had wind power. Fucking knew it.
So, if a great reason why you should join the Patreon is you can see our off-screen producer Chris was, as you could hear, clearly feeding us the information, and then Nate gets all cocky. He's like, "Yeah, I knew it, Linka, yeah, with the wind." And then Chris points down below, and it says Russian, which she wasn't Norwegian, and yeah,
it's all coming back to me.
Oh,
it was the frog. It was the frog.
It was good. Wow, you know. When we had originally, we don't like go into great detail about what we're gonna do, but it's just a pitch. It's like a one sentence pitch, and we were like, oh, we're gonna be Captain Planet, and like for sure, I thought you were gonna be Captain Planet. I thought it was gonna be hilarious.
Right.
I love that we didn't even touch Captain Planet. Like we just went straight to the redhead.
It was our fucking talk before. Like, man, this dude's more interesting. Yeah. Like, where are they now? Yeah. Planeteers
now. So we might revisit. We'll have to come back. Maybe we can check in on Linka and see her perspective.
Next time, I'm gonna look up everybody's fucking name and be more prepared, because I thought we were just going to talk about Captain Planet and Greta, and then we went on a whole different tangent there, so hopefully you're all entertained.
Woo. Wild.
Linka and Wheeler, Jesse Wheeler. Jesse Wheeler, I think is the redhead guy's name.
That just says Wheeler.
Oh, Wheeler was his name.
Didn't we call him James?
James Wheeler.
James Wheeler. Yeah, we called him James.
Okay, but I think just Wheeler. Whatever.
Yeah, Wheels. We call him Wheels for short.
He's in rough shape.
All right, we got one more. This was your pitch. I think it's pretty funny. Big fan Spiderman, right? They just actually released the new title. It's No Way Home, which I think it's kind of weird that they stuck with the home pattern, right? It was Homecoming, Far From Home. And now No Way Home, but kind of has a dark feel. Like I'm almost like, if no spoilers, but at the end of the movie, something is revealed about Spider-Man, and now his life may be in danger or peril. Purell. Words.
They ran out of hand sanitizer, and COVID's coming for you, Spidey. In Spider-Man 3,
No Way Home. We need to do movie trailers. Shit.
I think so. Coming soon. Spider-Man out of Purell.
All right. So sorry, I took us on that little rant there, but basically, what is your idea? We're gonna do something in the Spider-Man universe, but we never do the main character, especially we saw with Captain Planet. Yeah. We do not focus on the titles.
We ditched him as fast as we thought of that pitch.
Yeah.
So my idea is basically in the Marvel universe, in my head, I picture there just being like one company that goes around cleaning up after superheroes, and they're getting fucking sick and tired of it. Like, so we talk about Spider-Man. I really want the folks at home to think about this dude is constantly slinging webs all over the city. Constantly. And we go into the lore of the webs. They're stronger than steel, and they're super fucking long. He just zips them out. And he does this instead of fucking walking. Instead of taking the subway, instead of doing anything, he's just whipping around and slinging. What happens to those webs?
Yeah, like what? So the people walking around with like steel cutters and like grinding like the street pavement to like get it out.
And he shoots it on glass and shit. Yeah. Like, how you getting that out? You have just remove the whole glass panel?
It's like, oh, no worry. It's only on the 78th floor of this building.
Right.
Cool.
No big deal.
Yeah.
Let me just get my crane and fucking go up there and change it out.
Okay, so you're going to be the city cleaner or whatever company that is cleaning up New York City after Spidey's umpteenth million appearance. And
Yeah, all right, got it. Okay, I got it.
okay.
Yeah,
All right. I don't want to ruin the magic here.
All right, here we go. How dare you? Okay.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, good. Come on in. You're the last one of the day.
Oh, cool. I was glad you could squeeze me in on such short notice.
Yeah, well, I like to I know the government workers, you guys work really hard, and yeah. So what's bugging you today?
Oh, thanks for the appreciation. Do you mind if we close the blinds? I'm tired of staring at glass all day.
Yeah, we can do that. Awesome. Request, but sure. Yeah.
Awesome. I like it a little bit darker in here too. I work out in the sun all the time. It's nice to calm me down a little bit.
Okay, yeah, whatever makes you feel good. Tell me what's on your mind?
I guess the first thing I should tell you is the line of work I'm in. I work for Corporation Corporate, and we go around cleaning up after superheroes. Like, that's our specialty.
Oh yeah, they like to give back too. They do a lot. They do a lot for the animals. They do a lot for the community. Yeah,
they go and talk to the sick kids and stuff, and that's great. I appreciate it.
And funny thing, usually they talk to kids that are healthy and then they become sick, but they're always there to catch them when they fall.
Yeah, that's really convenient when you think about it.
Sorry, I digress. This is about you.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know why I'm saying sorry, but whatever. To really get down to it, there's a lot of stuff these heroes are doing out there that people don't know about. And me and my crew are the ones cleaning up these messes. And it's really wearing on my psyche, and I think I just got a lot I need to get off my chest.
All right, get it out. Let's go.
All right, first things
Fire
first.
away. Shoot it at me.
Is this Spiderman character.
Oh, yeah, he's just great.
Yeah, he's great. Red suit. Slings around all over the city.
Right? Isn't it so cool shooting?
Yeah,
just shooting webs
so
everywhere.
Cool.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
That would be so awesome if he would do that somewhere else than the city.
What do you mean somewhere else? You don't want his protection in your city?
I love it, but do you know what his strings, his web, since he's a spider, do you know what that's made of?
Web material? I mean...
Yeah, I have no fucking idea what it's made of, but I know that it takes me and 7 dudes, all with bolt biters, grinders, jackhammers, to get this shit off of the concrete and then just replace the concrete.
Ooh,
it's
wow.
harder than steel, this shit.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I swear. And it's sticky. So imagine sticky steel that you're dealing with all the time.
Oh my goodness. I just thought that the city was just constantly working on the roads or upgrading its infrastructure.
No, absolutely not. We're keeping up with all these heroes, if you want to call them that. You know who the real heroes are? The nurses. Those are real heroes. Not some guy swinging around with, I don't even know what it is, his steel silly string. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's got to be worth it, though, right? At the end of the day, I mean, he stopped a bus full of orphans from jumping into the river. I mean, how could that possibly not be worth the cleanup?
That was great, and that's fine when that happens. I will do that every day of the week.
So what? He threw a web or two, the web, but that web connected to a bus, which connected to the bridge and kept it afloat. And
Right.
so what if he shot what did he shoot, 2 or 3?
These aren't the issues I'm talking about. I'm talking about when this motherfucker, I saw him swinging from building to building to building. I'm like, oh, he's going to save somebody. I was on my off hours. I followed him. This guy went and just picked up a pizza and then fucking went back. Different route.
Wow.
More silly string steel all over the place just to get a pizza.
A little bit excessive. I'll give you that.
He wasn't saving anyone's life. So now here we are.
But doesn't he earn that, right? You can get on a ladder, right? Like what's the big deal?
Why can't he just take off the mask and go get his pizza? Like a normal human being. Why does he have to make this mess? You know how long it took me and my crew? It took us 12 days to clean up from that pizza route. 12 days, doctor.
Well, maybe we just invest more into the equipment and process.
$500,000 in damages for that $20 pizza he bought.
That is a lot. I mean, we did just see a huge major tax hike, in the most recent legislature.
And it's people like him that are the reason,
So tell me more about people like him, because you just seem to have something against heroes and superheroes in general. Like what other heroes?
Well, let's see. Well, there was that time Deadpool was in town, and then there was multiple explosions on that bridge and dead bodies and all cut up, and it was disgusting.
Okay, but so all right, that's 1 or 2. I mean, so what? Iceman shoots some ice around. Like what? It melts, right?
Yeah, it melts eventually, and then overclogs the drainage system. And then on top of that, like the pipes that he burst to absorb that water out of the atmosphere. And I don't know how the science works on this shit, but I know last time Thor landed in the middle of the road, that road was fucking destroyed. You know how many utilities are under that road? How many power lines were cut from Thor making a superhero landing? And don't get me started on Hulk. Like, yes, he's big and green, but that was my car he grabbed. I was only parked there for 5 minutes, and he grabbed it and smashed some guy with it, and then he jumped off into the sky.
Well, the city reimbursed you for that, didn't they?
No.
No?
No.
Wow.
No, they don't. At first, it was covered on insurance, but this shit just keeps on happening. Ever since a rift in the sky opened up and all those creatures came in.
You think they'd close that. It just keeps hovering, maybe they wouldn't have to be so, active in destroying the city if there wasn't a giant gaping planetary portal with monsters leaking out of it.
You would really think that.
What if we use Spuddy's webs and just clog that bad boy up,
Well, I tried talking to him, but he's gone. He left. I think he went out of the country for a little bit.
Oh, good. Well, look, we need to we need to get you in a better place, right? Like, yes, it sounds like what they're doing is maybe lacking some oversight, maybe some responsibility and some repercussions. But listen, this is about you today. I want to make sure you come out of here in a better place. So let's pretend you were writing, or let's actually, here's a pen, here's some paper. I want you to write a letter, to Spider-Man.
Okay.
What would you tell him? What do you need from him so that you can not hate your job and feel comfortable in your city?
Okay. Here's, dear Spider-Man, I appreciate everything you do. I really do. But I really don't feel like you swinging from building to building on web is absolutely necessary for your superpowers.
Sure.
I've seen you stick to stuff. You can just climb up the wall like a spider can, because you can do what a spider can. And I really don't feel like the shooting of the web and the swinging is absolutely necessary. You have super jumping abilities, like a jumping spider. You can just jump from building to building. You don't need to be shooting these webs and swinging and leaving all this shit for me and my crew to clean up. Sincerely, average Joe worker guy.
That's pretty good. Does that make you feel better?
Hold on. P.S. Fuck you.
There we go. Great. All right. I'm just going to wrap this up. I'll have Deborah mail it out tomorrow. And why don't you, just channel a little bit more of that. Write your thoughts down.
Perfect.
Maybe a couple more letters, like Dear Hulk. My vehicle says hello.
Okay. I'll do this. I have vacation time saved up. I'm going to go to Italy for a little bit. Just get a break from Spider-Man, just get a break from him.
Definitely. There is, that kid never leaves the city.
Yeah.
As a kid, he's probably a grown adult and not like a student on a field trip or anything like that,
He looks tiny for an adult too. It's disgusting.
It's the spider thing.
Oh, sure. Maybe, yeah. Who knows what he looks like under that mask? He could have fangs.
Yeah. Okay, well, I've lost interest and your time is up. So go ahead. You have a great time and you have a great day.
Bye. And then he walks out and he's like, son of a bitch! Like there's spider webs on the fucking window and shit.
You're a friendly neighborhood spider. Yeah. And then also the psychologist calls him like, hey, Deborah, go ahead and shred these documents.
This guy's a fucking terrorist. We don't want anything to do with him.
Yeah. All right. Well, that about cuts it for PTSD&D.
Damage control. Oh, is there an actual comic about it? Well, there we go. Thank you, Chris. There's an actual comic out there, ladies and gentlemen, that talks about the issue we talked about here today, which I think about all the fucking time. Being a, blue-collared worker man myself. Like, in every movie, there's always power lines going down. And I'm like, if I got called to that fucking bullshit, I'd be fucking pissed. Like, did you have to fight right now? Fight right next to the power lines? Was that necessary?
Like, just have him chase you into an open field and do it there, Fight over the ocean or some bullshit. Like, let's go.
Don't take it here. Yeah. You motherfuckers can both fly. Fucking go up to the moon and deck it out. Yeah. Like, why are you crushing my car?
Like, soups, you don't even need oxygen. Right. Like, let's not save us.
Yeah, why is Superman fighting anybody? Fucking grab him, fly into space, let him go, come back.
Boom. Yeah, you don't even, you're going to opt for the laser eyes and just carve, freaking zigzags into our roads. Like, unbelievable. unbelievable.
And who knows the poor little old lady behind the building, because you can't do both X-ray and laser beam vision at the same time. She gets blasted, body parts everywhere. It's disgusting.
There is no way that there is not major collateral damage. Like every time these
people
things
dying all over the place.
All the place.
Are they really heroes?
No.
Like, what was that? The show The Boys. Have you watched that on Amazon?
Yeah, I love The Boys. I haven't finished season 2 though. No spoilers.
Like, where's that? Like the very first part where the super speed guy A-Train runs into that lady and she just explodes in the street. I feel like that's happening all the time.
Yeah, that show really is like what I think, especially, maybe not like a super marketing conglomerate like villain, but but absolutely it would be like they'd be abusing the hell out of their powers and they'd be making money off of it. It's like the same thing politicians do, right? It's like, they probably do like 20% of their job, but then like the other 80% is them literally benefiting, doing things that benefit them.
The Flash should be out there selling shoes and shit.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'd fucking buy them.
I would too.
Absolutely.
Like, maybe if I would think I was going faster with the Flash's shoes.
All right, so if you enjoyed our episode, go ahead and give us a like. Tell us on social media if you read Damage Control. We'd love to hear about what that actually.
Talk to me about it,
that. I could look it up. I'm not going to. And then of course, if you wanted to see backstage producer Chris feeding us prompts during Captain Planet, which just made it even more funny.
Oh yeah, it's hilarious.
To see Nate try to work it in, see us laugh, see us just
Linka. You Russian bitch, Linka. I knew it was wind. I knew we had a thing together, Linka.
I can't wait till the day that we maybe become semi not famous, but just like popular enough that we can sell swag, because things like Linka, I knew it was wind, or just I knew it was wind on a t-shirt, like shit like that. I can't wait for the day.
I make wind.
It's like, oh my god, your dad's a psychic. Holy
I made
shit.
wind. And then also leave comments if you have anything to say about Cyberpunk or the Mortal Kombat series coming out, and be sure to join our Patreon. Goodness. It's just $1.
Just $1.
I think that's all I got.
That's all we got. Enjoy the show. See you next week, and we're out.
Linka, bye.